Hello beauties and welcome to today's video. My name is Krista, also known as your beauty bestie, and I am coming at you with this look right here. So this is my affordable full glam look, and you guys are going to die at how much this cost me because it is super affordable. So I am using a brand called Farmasi. This is not a sponsored video. However, it is an affiliate link. But like I said, it is super affordable. So yes, we are going to do this look right here. I hope you guys find this video really helpful. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, wherever, but let's connect. And I always love meeting new friends. So yes, without further ado, let's get into this tutorial. Okay, so first we are going to start with priming our face. I'm going to be using the VFX Pro. This is the Strobe primer, but there is also a regular primer. This one has a little bit of a pinky tint to it. This is just going to give us a little bit more of a glow. But we do have a regular, just matte primer. I just like a little bit of a glow to the skin. You can see how glowy and dewy it is because we are going to be putting full coverage right on top. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going to be using the VFX Pro Camera Ready Foundation. And I'm actually going to be mixing it with this Serum foundation only because this shade is a little bit too dark for me for the winter months. It works better in the summer, but this one actually has photo filter technology, which I think is really, really cool. So if you're taking pictures on Valentine's Day or whenever, this is just so good. I love this like pretty much just as much as my Estee Lauder Double Wear, which says a real lot. So I'm just going to pump that right onto the sponge, just a little bit, and I'm just going to add a drop of this Serum foundation just to mix it in. So it kind of looks like this. And then I'm just going to press that into the skin. Whatever is left on my sponge, I kind of just drag it down my neck, blend it in, and then I'm going to go in with a second round. Now that is completely unnecessary, but I like it to be full coverage, and I like that this foundation is super buildable. So I am going to go in with a second round, but already it's pretty much full coverage. As you can see, I have no redness. Only a little bit is showing through here. So I am just going to go in with that second round. As you can see, you can kind of tell this side from this side how much more full coverage this side actually does look. Again, completely unnecessary, but if we're going for that full coverage glam look, then we are going all out. So now our foundation is on, and before I forget, I'm actually going to prime my lips or prep my lips with this lip conditioner. This will really help to make your lipstick go on so much smoother, and it's super hydrating. It's just like, I love this stuff. You can see how it gave me a little bit of like a sheen. Okay, so we are going to do a layer of cream products in this video for this look because it's going to be like a long lasting look. And in order to like make your makeup last as long as possible, you'd really want to be using cream products and then putting some powder products on top. Okay, so before we go any further, I'm actually going to do my eyebrows off camera, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to use. So this is an eyebrow pencil. And it is one that you do have to sharpen. It's a little bit more crayon-like, so depending on what type of eyebrow pencil that you like, this one is a crayon instead of like the twist up ones. But I am going to use this spoolie for my L'Oreal one just to like comb out the brows. Next, I'm going to set the brows with the Be Fit line clear brow gel. The Be Fit line is so cool because it's meant for those who are on the go, gym goers, stuff like that. Like there's a whole Be Fit line. So if you're an active person or maybe you're a fitness guru, whatever, you will love the Be Fit line. But I am going to set my brows in place with the clear brow gel. And we also do have colored gels, which I do have. But today I am going with the clear one. I love brow gels, all kinds. Clear, colored, whatever. I just think it adds a great finishing touch to your brows. And it's not crunchy. Okay, so next we are going to go in with some contour and concealer. Okay, so first we are going to conceal. I really love this full coverage concealer. So we're going to highlight all of these points of our face. I love this concealer because it doesn't crease, it provides full coverage, and I love the way it blends out. Like you're going to like be amazed at how smooth and quickly this blends out. Ready? I mean, that was just tap, tap, tap. Sometimes with my Shape Tape, it takes me a while to blend it out because it's so thick. So I really like this formula because it's not as thick, but it still provides like full coverage, and it just blends out so nicely. And with a few taps, it's just like instantly pressed into your skin. Look at how easy that is, guys. And a little bit goes a long way. I do not find that it creases on me at all, which is awesome. So next we are going to go in with our contour. I'm actually going to use the Farmasi contour stick. And it is in a really good shade. It's kind of just like a universal shade. It reminds me of the Hoola Quickie contour stick. So I'm just going to kind of place that right here. I'm going to work in sections. Look how nicely that blended out. I did not use too much at all. Probably could have used a little bit more, actually. I always get nervous to use contour sticks for some reason. I like get nervous that they're not going to blend out well. But this one does. I'm actually going to take a little bit more here. Be a little bit more generous. And obviously we're going to go over this with some more powder products. It's very, very light and subtle. I like this. I do really like the way this is blending out. I was nervous, but it appears to be blending out really nicely with this sponge at least. and just kind of warmed up our complexion just a little bit. We're gonna eliminate the double chin. And we're gonna go down the sides of our nose. I can't believe how easily this is blending out. Wow, I'm really impressed with the nose contour because I always get nervous also putting like contour in my nose if it's not powder. As I always think it's gonna be too muddy, but it's not. It's like the perfect color. Underneath the lip, just a little bit. And there we have our cream contour. Okay, now we're gonna put on a little bit of blush. Now, this color looks super intense. Again, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous. So this is from the Be Fit line as well. This is a lip and cheek tint. So this color looks super pink. I'm literally just gonna do that because, again, I'm a little bit nervous. Can't even barely see it. Let's try it again. Oh my God, it smells like berries. It smells so good. This is just supposed to give a tint. It's not like blush. It's just, it says a lip and cheek tint. So it just looks super intense, but it actually literally just gives me a flush of color. I hope the camera's even like picking it up. It literally just gave me a tiny, tiny bit of color. I feel like now I gotta put more on. You can tell how loose the formula is, and it's not sticky at all. Very pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to just set my face. I'm going to be using my pressed perfecting face powder, and I'm actually going to take that on my sponge, and I am going to set the under eye first. I have an eyelash. Is that supposed to be good luck or something? Okay, now it literally melted into my skin and made, I mean, I feel like the camera just doesn't pick it up, but it looks completely flawless, no pores at all. Poreless. This perfecting face powder is like freaking magic. Make sure you get the sides of your nose. And then we're just gonna set everywhere where we had put concealer, and as you could see, nothing creased at all. Okay, I'm actually gonna continue just using the sponge to press into the rest of my face. I find that when I use a sponge to set my face, it just looks way more flawless because you're really pressing the product into the skin. And so it's really just like making your skin look like crazy, crazy flawless. So now we're going to move on to some powder products. So I'm actually going to start by using my Sun Kissed bronzer. This smells so good, you guys. And I'm gonna be using a brush like this. And I'm just gonna warm up the face even more. Kind of going over where we put that contour and just bronzing up the face a little bit. The one thing I hate about this brush is that it sheds so much. This one is like it's like a dupe for the NARS brush. I got it at Ulta, but it like sheds so bad. But I still like the way that it applies, so I still use it. But it's probably one that you would have to replace often. Okay, so we just like warm the face a little bit more. And then I kind of just like to go over everything and kind of like press all of that into the skin too. And this is just a trick to like really help everything just sink into your skin. Okay. So next I am going to add some blush. I'm going to be using this shade in this contour trio here. I love this blush. It's so pretty. Using my angled blush brush and just going to apply that right to the apples of the cheek and then kind of go backwards. Look how pretty this color is. It's super pigmented, so you don't need a lot either. I tapped off onto my napkin here. Okay, we're gonna leave the star of the show for after. We're gonna move on to eyes now. So you always wanna prime your eyes, and you can use an eyelid primer. You could use concealer, whatever your heart desires, but I do recommend priming your eyelids of some sort. This one is the MAC Paint Pot. However, Farmasi does have a paint pot. It looks exactly like this. But it's Farmasi brand, so it's much cheaper. I haven't used it yet because I had just gotten the paint pot, and I didn't want to buy two at the same time. So, but I will buy that next. Okay, so now that our eyelids are primed, I am going to show you how you can maximize all of these products that you've already used on your face too. So to go in with some crease shade, I am going to actually use this bronzer that we use to bronze our face as my crease shade, or my transition shade first. Just a light color. And then I'm actually going to take that blush shade, this shade right here, and we are going to pop that in the crease as well. So give us a nice pinky undertone to our crease color. This is going to be so pretty. It just goes to show you that you don't need to use a ton of products in order to achieve a full face. I mean, I'm just usually super extra, so I have like literally everything, but I love to do this as well. So now we have like a pinky undertone to our crease. Just make sure everything is super blended in. Okay. Next, I'm going to go in with the first lid shade, and this is in the shade, this is a long-lasting cream eyeshadow in the shade Brown Sugar. Now, there is one called K.GLO, and I do not have it, but I wish that I did because this would have been perfect for this look, but I did not get it in yet. I am waiting for it, so I did already curl my lashes too, just so you guys know. My lashes are curled. So I'm just gonna kind of like pack that all over the lid. And then we're going to add in a couple more colors. I just love cream shadows so much, especially this color. It's just the perfect brown, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. So it's not like a full matte. Look at how pretty. Okay, so now we are actually going to deepen up the outer corners. And I'm going to be using this trio right here. I'm going to use this as a black shade. So I'm actually going to use that black shade, and I'm going to deepen up the outer corners just a bit. Just literally the outer third of the eye. Blending it up into the crease just a little bit. Just on the outer portion. Okay. Other side. Okay, so now we're just going to work on the lower lash line a little bit. So I'm actually going to take that black shade, I'm going to take it on a flat definer brush, and we are going to line the lower lash line. All right, so now we are going to just smudge that out a little bit with a pencil brush. Now we are going to be using a pigment for the inner corner. Now this is in the shade Cosmic. So pretty. Going to just tap some of that onto a napkin, and then I'm actually going to use my finger, pick it up in my finger like this, and then I'm just going to kind of place it right in the inner third. And then I'm just going to kind of lightly tap over the middle too. So now we're kind of just going to deepen up the crease a little bit. So I'm going to go in with that black shade on this pencil brush. This is a very fine detail brush. We're just going to take that black a little bit more into the crease. All right, next we're gonna go in with some eyeliner and do a small wing, nothing too crazy. This is the Farmasi Dipliner. So it has a little brush like this. It's a stiff brush. It's not like a regular brush. It's like really stiff, just in case you were wondering. Okay, so we made a little tiny baby wing. So now is a good time to assess the situation to see if you want to deepen anything up, you know, add anything. So I am just going to deepen up the outer corner a little bit with some more black. Now we are going to move on to our lashes. So of course you always know that I prime my eyelashes, and I'm priming them with the L'Oreal lash primer. I wish Farmasi would come out with a lash primer. So Farmasi, if you're watching. Then I'm going to use my Extreme Curl Mascara. I love the wand of this. It's really nice. I love it. I love the curve of it, and I love the formula. This happens to me all the time, but don't worry, I'm going to show you what to do in these emergency cases. Hopefully it picks up on camera how intense these actually look. They're super black. They're curled really nicely. Like, they literally go all the way up to my eyebrow. Okay, so now that I've let this dry, we're actually going to take a spoolie. Look at how easily this comes off. Oh god. See, you just have to let it dry. That is the trick. You have to let it dry completely. Like, if it is wet at all, it will smudge. So make sure that it's dry, and then you just go in with the spoolie and you just kind of rub it back and forth, and it comes right off. Now for the last finishing touches. So I am actually going to go back in with our blush shade, and I'm just going to make this up higher a little bit, pinky, like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take the white shade in the palette, and I'm going to highlight the brow bone. And we're going to highlight the inner corners. Look at how nice and more of a pop that gives. And now we are going to go in with some highlighter. So from this palette, I'm going to pick up the highlight shade. And we are going to, oh, I die every single time. Every time. It's just like, oh, so good. So good. And here, just a little bit on the nose, a little bit up here, a little bit on the chin. I'm actually going to spray my face now, so I'm going to use the Time Locker setting spray. And okay, so now I'm going to take my Farmasi lip liner, and this is in the shade 1. I just like this as a good base. So when it fades, when your lipstick fades, it kind of like, you still have that lip liner underneath it. So just kind of like lightly went over the lips. Now, this lip color is in the shade Cutie Pie. This is a BB matte lipstick, but it is not drying because I do not like matte things. You guys know that I love gloss. I'm a glossy girl all the way, but I love this formula so much, and look at how much it matches. It's so pretty. So put that on over top. Perfectly matches. So pretty. Okay, so there you have it. This is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I just thank you so much for watching this video and trusting me as your beauty bestie. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.